How about the idea of a stateless society? Well, what exactly is a stateless society, and does it work? A stateless society is a community in different sizes without a governing state. This can typically be a commune or a federation of communes. A commune is a local intentional community of people sharing the same interests for the development and prosperity of the commune. Stateless societies usually have some form of governing body with limited power, but is still formed and run by the people. But does really stateless societies work, or do they turn into chaos? Well, let's take a closer look. A stateless society might just work with a limited governing body, but how would this council work? Well, there are several ways a commune or a council could work. For example, with representative democracy and democratic centralism. Simply put, a representative democracy is a governing system in which all eligible citizens has a right to vote on a certain party or representative. Or with direct democracy. Direct democracy can also be known as pure democracy. It is a democratic system where the people decide what will be done by the commune through voting on different alternatives and cases. But now you might wonder, has any stateless societies ever existed? Yes indeed, lots of them. Let's start off with the one that influenced Karl Marx the most, the Paris Commune. The Paris Commune was a revolutionary socialist and shortly existing commune in France. There is also a lot to learn from this commune. The Paris Commune was located in the more proletarian parts of Paris, which was in the east. After the defeat of the Emperor Napoleon III, the French Second Empire had collapsed. Then, a third republic that was at war with Prussia was founded. It went on a 4-month siege on Paris. The Paris Commune was defended by the radical troops of the National Guard. When the French government killed 2 army generals of the Commune's National Guard, the Commune refused to accept the authority of the new French government. This led to the Bloody Week, committed by the new French government against the Paris Commune. Sadly, this led to the fall of the Commune. Although it lasted shortly, it influenced many, including Karl Marx. Here's a document that was published by the General Committee of the Commune. The disastrous situation in which the country finds itself, the impotence of the official powers and the indifference of the privileged classes have brought the country into the brink of abyss. If the organized people don't hasten to act, their future is lost. All is lost. Taking inspiration from the immensity of the danger, and considering that the desperate action of the people can't be delayed a single second, the delegates of the Federate Committees of the Salvation of France gathered in its Central Committee proposed the immediate adoption of the following resolutions. Article 1. The administrative and governmental machinery of the state having become powerless, it is abolished. The French people remain in full possession of itself. Rebel Zapatista Autonomous Municipalities. The Zapatista Army of National Liberation was formed by Mexican natives, partially because of Mexico's signing of NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, which they saw as a death upon the natives. The rebel Zapatista Autonomous Municipalities were small regions controlled by the Zapatista Army of National Liberation, or the EZLN. The Zapatistas did not take control of these regions to take power of any form, or create any form of authority. According to the principles of the EZLN, no members of the Indigenous Underground Revolutionary Committee is to take power in these territories, which means these regions are self-governing and are not in control by any state or unrecognized governing body. The territories have limited governing bodies called autonomous councils, which were formed by the people, which is quite similar to that of a socialist commune. The main objective of the council is to promote health and education. Lastly, I'll include the Nanjie Commune. It's not completely stateless, but it's not dependent on the Chinese government. They are self-governing and they maintain communism as their system instead of state capitalism, which is the official economical system that the rest of China has. It's been reported to be one of the last Maoist villages of China. It still follows Mao's principles and have almost abolished money. Yet there is full employment, full healthcare, and housing for all citizens. The citizens of the commune run the village together, not by the help of the government. If you are more interested in hearing about this commune, I'll have a link in the description of a short video report. There are plenty of more examples to come up with. For example, the Free Territory in Eastern Ukraine, which is a story for a whole other video. Statelessness was more common before, yet there is this notion amongst people today that every society needs a state to make it function, which is wrong. There is a need for a local governing body, such as a commune council, yes. However, there is no need for a national state. There are different forms of statelessness, but some forms of statelessness work. Self-governing of the people works. The people run society, so why shouldn't the people be able to run themselves?